Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Cambridge Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood. I'm here with Christian Mushenko with his movie Longing. Let's take a look at the clip.
It's strange how sometimes your most firmly held beliefs are the first to fall. That family would always come first.
I never told you enough about your father, didn't I?
And when you turned that corner, from child to man, you said to me, I want to see the world. But when you came back, you worked more, and we spoke less. Never forget, you were my light in the darkness.
Christian, thank you so much for your film.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, we couldn't do it without you. So for those that haven't seen Longing, tell us a brief synopsis of the film.
Oh, you think I would have memorized this by now, but basically it's a story about a man who has everything in life but in reality has nothing, and a woman who has nothing but who has everything, and how a chance meeting illuminates both of their emptiness.
It's really an inspiring story, and I feel like it's just got a great morality of life for all of us, even just through his story. Where did the inspiration come for actually creating this film?
Well, I have to sort of give a shout out to Marquis Cabaz, the scriptwriter, who is an inspired scriptwriter, copywriter, humanist writer. The story was his. And he did a beautiful job. I mean, there's definitely a richness there and a texture to humanity that hopefully shines through in the film.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The basis for it came in wanting to do a project based on connection, human connections. My background is a photographer, and I've got a personal project called Connections, and it's about how we explore our humanity through our interactions with others. And I've got some cheat notes here.
Oh, we can
connecting with something outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
And so, that's the heart in our heart. And, I think the only thing that really matters in life in the end of life. So, I said, look, I want to do this. I want to do a film, and this is the broad brush topic that I'd like to explore. And, we batted around a few ideas. He had some ideas for some beautiful stories, and it evolved into this one. And, I think we were both very happy with where it landed, and it has so many resonances for everyone. Every family has issues. Everyone has a longing in relationships. We struggle with connection.
Yeah.
I've got kids. I know at times that I've sort of not been there for them. I've been, there's a line that Marquis wrote about, he thought he was protecting his family by providing them. And, it's the old, what's the song from the 70s?
Oh, yeah. I can't think, but I know what you're talking about.
Off the top of my head. But we pour ourselves into what we do to build a business, get a better job. And, what matters in life is just being there for each other. So.
Yeah, I think that's one, what I love about Longing is it just made you stop and just really, because we do as humans struggle with the human connection and really just talking to each other and just kind of not being distracted and just focusing in on our relationships or people that we love or just kind of being in the moment as well, and certainly coming from being a commercial photographer and the fact that you capture that, on a daily basis, was it quite nice to sort of direct something like this that does sort of like, you know, it's just literally focusing on the story element of what he's feeling and his relationship, his movements in life, and making us all feel like, yeah, like, you know, we struggle with this sometimes with human connection.
Yeah, it was a lovely project to work on because it's nuanced. You know, in a short film, you can't really outlay via dialogue and scenes that you film the whole backstory of people. You've got to sort of communicate that in a very succinct way. And shout out to all my actors, but you know, the two leads in particular, Angela Coburn and Daniel O'Brien.
How'd you bring this together? They were brilliant.
They were brilliant. Yeah, well, casting, but you know, they both did such a beautiful job in communicating the nuance through gestures or not saying anything, but just being in the character. I mean, I remember reading something in a acting workshop written by Alan Alda, and he was saying, you know, don't be in a conversation and sort of, you're talking to me, but I'm thinking what I'm going to say to you and reply, and you know, but listen to what you're saying, be with you, and then your reply is natural. Yeah. And you know, I think both my actors, I mean, that scene of Angela with her mum when she discovers the photo of her as a little girl with a brother and a you know, father figure, and just the way she played that out gives me goosebumps every time I see it. It's
a gorgeous moment. What you know, for you as a director, and you know, of course, it's not the sort of like, you know, it's not the normal dialogue you have in a film. Was there any elements that you found sort of more difficult to sort of, you know, talk to the actors and how to sort of maybe feel at certain moments, or did you kind of find it easy given that what you do as a profession?
Yeah. I think the difficult part directing it was just checking that we were communicating enough of the storyline, and we didn't want to give away the reveal at the end, but we wanted to make it obvious enough that I mean, people will have questions through the film. Yeah. You know, you don't know exactly what's going on, but we didn't want to sort of completely mislead people and get them distracted by thinking off in too many different directions. So the problem was communicating enough of those clues in the backstory and to the characters right through each scene, and doing it in a way that felt natural and real and not scripted here.
Yeah,
no, feed you a bit of information. And, but yeah, they did a great job, and I guess my style was not so much setting them up and telling them, okay, you know, we're going to block this scene, you're going to say this. You know, we had dialogue, but in a way encouraging them to sort of create their own backstory for the character. They knew the characters and how they fit in, but you know, really encourage them to, you know, days before, sit down and write out an answer to, you know, I gave them like 15 questions about their character, and ask them, okay, what is your past history in these different ways, and what did that mean to you, and you know, and let them sort of build on all of that themselves before they came into the performance, and then, you know, they delivered in ways that you couldn't direct if you're saying just here this way, and you know, like, I want you to deliver that line that way. And
I love that. I mean, I actually, you know, myself, I never prepared my questions because you've got to be in the moment, and sometimes that's when you allow your actors to, you know, have that moment when they're just kind of able to discover, and you sort of just give them, off you go. It's beautiful what can come out, and you know, you really feel like you're on that sort of journey with them, and nothing actually, it's scripted, but it's, you know, they're also, you don't know what's going to come out, or those certain moments when you're just going to be captured in by no dialogue, but just their reactions to things.
Well, we're dealing with human beings. We're not creating robotic actors yet, where we program everything.
Thank goodness,
that's the magic of, you know, actors that can come and bring their creativity to the role, the same as an editor and a composer and cinematographer, you know, everyone in the team.
The whole thing. Now, what is it? What is it like? You know, I mean, now you've made this project, and what is it like to have it in Filmmakers LA in front of an audience? What was that feeling like to have that last night?
It's beautiful to see it on a big screen in a cinema filled with people. I mean, it fills me with such pride, and it's I'd recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, right? You're like, because you're kind of like, oh, this is why I did all this hard work for. This is why I did it, right?
I mean, I wish that more of my cast and crew could have shared it with me, but you know, it's a journey. Look, as I said to you on the stage, you know, you surround yourself with good people. I don't take all the credit for this by any means. I'm a small part in it, and you know, but I feel honored that I was the one that was able to stand up there and appreciate it, but on the screen. But yeah, thanks to the talented people you work with.
Well, you're very humble, Christian. You honestly directed, and it was really, really wonderful. I love the journey that I went on with Longing. I was longing for more. So you know, I'm just letting you know. Now, what is next for you? Because I mean, I want to just reiterate that Christian is going to Australia tonight. Lives between New York and Australia, and Sydney. I just think that's amazing that you're here and present with us, and means so much to you know, our filmmakers. And thank you for being here. But what is next for you?
Look, I'm a commercial photographer moving into directing, and we're shooting a lot more motion these days for clients. I would love anyone who has a project. I mean, I want to work, I want to shoot, I want to create beautiful things. The next project that I will set up for myself will be just some personal project shooting people in their environments, what they're going through. They could be a spec type pharma testimonial, but just you know, what Danny's life is about, what struggles you're dealing with, how you're coping with them, what you feel special and honor in your life, and just build up little vignettes of various people, and with the aim of sort of getting more directing in this style of connections and humanity, and
I love
being
it.
authentic.
I love that you're putting emphasis on human connection, because we all need to feel connected as humans, and as much as, you know, technology can improve, we still need to, you know, feel emotionally connected to each other as humans. I think that's wonderful.
Exactly. And I think, you know, it's one of the things I hope comes across in the film is that life is about perspective. You know, the perspective of how you deal with things in your life, what you value, what you honor, what you give credence to, what energy force in life is most important to you. And, you know, I would say love. And that's a topical thing at the moment in the world. So. Can we
totally end on love? Because love is the answer to everything, whether it be in filmmaking or whatever that you're pursuing. But well, thank you, Christian, for your love of film and bringing this to us. And we're very much looking forward to see much more of your work. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It was an amazing team and all of your efforts, and I'm honored.
Thank you, Christian, everybody.
Thank you.